Well, hello there. Hey, how's everybody? How's things? I see Silly and Liam are at and Yoshi are at the ballpark tonight. How exciting is that? Though the Red Sox are ahead 1-0, but it's early. So it's all good. I was watching a little bit of Liam's stream, and I'm not sure how he's able to stream the game inside the ballpark, but all good. So yep, Yoshi was here at 8 o'clock on the dot. He was actually here 2 hours and 20 minutes early, apparently, but he's here now. Hello, Vasily. Hello, Yoshi. Hello, Liam. How's everybody? And yeah, so the Jays are home. They took 2 out of 3 from the Guardians this weekend, which was pretty good because the Guardians are a hot team right now, and they're playing the lowly Red Sox at the moment. So. But like I said, the Red Sox are ahead, but it's early. It's only the 4th inning. So, hey, Brad Palmer, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in tonight. And yeah, so good luck to the Jays. Pull it off tonight. Get it going. Got to make hay on some of these teams while you're ahead. Good. So, hope everybody else is having a good week. It's off to a good start. It was a beautiful day here in upstate New York. Very nice temperatures and sunshine wall to wall. I actually had the windows open yesterday, and I had the windows open today too. Hey, Dirt Whedon, good to see you. And so it is just a kind of another little taste of what we have coming, hopefully. A little taste of summerish, kind of late spring, early summer kind of weather. Marie Palmer is in the house. Hey, Kelly, good to see you too, Mama Bear. And I am very, very happy to have that type of weather. So if you saw in my title, you saw that I have I have opened up the front porch. My favorite time of year. So yeah, I have I cleaned it all off and I put the hanging baskets out and put out the new, well, I have a rocking chair and a anti-gravity chair, they call them. And then last year I got a sale from Walmart where I was able to get a couple more of the rockers pretty cheap. So I got 2 of them, but they've been sitting here needing to be put together. So I took the time and put them together. Well, at least one of them. So, because yeah, when my mom and dad stop by occasionally in summer, they're like, "There's only one chair." So now there's 2 chairs for them. So, but all right, Vasily, good luck to the Jays. Enjoy. And so now the front porch is officially stocked with chairs. And at some point we will go out there and do one of our Monday chats on the front porch. So I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm not really set up for it tonight, so I'm gonna wait until we get probably into some warmer weather for it. Maybe late May or maybe June or something. We'll give it a shot. Before too long though. So something to look forward to. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things is being able to sit out on the porch in the warmer weather, especially in the evening. It's just really just kind of nice. And of course Frankie likes to sit out there too with me. So he likes to watch what's going on. And yeah, I always look forward to that. It's my favorite room of the house. But I can only use that room for about 4 or 5 months of the year. So I savor those 4 or 5 months. So, but I'm glad that they're just about upon us. Yeah, so good stuff there. I did bring a few other things. So I'll tell you my other little saga that's going on, which is last Wednesday I was driving home from an appointment and I kind of was like, I felt like some grit in my front teeth. Apparently, the very, very top of one of my lower front teeth kind of crumbled, disintegrated. I don't know how to put it otherwise. So like the top sixth, I'll say seventh of the one tooth just kind of crumbled. So I kind of looked a little snaggletooth with the one tooth being kind of like half regular and half kind of taken out. So it wasn't as gross as I'm making out to sound, but it was a weird feeling. So I'm like, that's not good. So I called my dentist and said, this is what's going on. He's semi-retired, so he only works like 3 days a week. So he's like, oh, if it doesn't hurt, then I'll just see you on Monday. I'm like, okay. Thankfully, it didn't hurt. But yeah, I had to live with that for a few days. And so today I got it fixed. And thankfully, it was a simple thing. And so I'm back in action with my $1 million smile. But yeah, it's dental problems are like the craziest, nuttiest things. And so I am very fortunate because I didn't inherit like the really soft teeth that my sister did, because she always has dental stuff, and they always tell her it's just because you have softer teeth. That's just how it goes. So, but yeah, I occasionally have my adventures with teeth, and here you go. So I guess I was just due. I had a little cap, so to speak. It's like a temporary cap put on before from the one next to it, because it was starting to wear down. And they're only good for like 3 to 5 years. So I'm like 1 year into that one, and now this one's just been put on, so it's good for 3 to 5 years. So I guess in 2 or 3 years, I better start watching out again, because maybe I'll have more stuff going on. But yeah, that's my my little dental saga. So thankfully all is well. Yeah. So the Marie Palmer Book Nook segment for this week. I did put an order in through bookoutlet.com about a week ago or so, because they were having a sale. And of course, I usually can't resist when they are offering graphic novels and stuff for pretty cheap. So I went through and did a little order. I didn't bring all the books over because I forgot. I should have done that. But the one book that I got 3 graphic novels and 1 regular like prose book, we'll call it. And the 1 graphic novel I've already read, so that's the one I was planning to share with everybody. This one's called Lucas Wars. And if the cover looks familiar, it's because it is kind of a little semi-biography of George Lucas and how Star Wars came about. It's told in graphic novel format, so I'll show you. It's, it has pictures. There's George Lucas. And it talks about the different actors and all this, and just kind of how they pitched the movie, and the only studio that had an interest in it was Fox, and how that came about, and all his trials and tribulations with Fox, and how it almost didn't get made, and how he selected the actors and actresses for the movie, and the technology, and how everything kind of came about, his relationship with his wife, and how she was instrumental in some of the things with the movie, and just kind of how the whole thing started. So it was actually really, really good. It didn't take me a long time to read it. I'm trying to see how many. It was like 100 pages, but it's graphic novel format, so it kind of moves right along. But I hadn't known all of the stuff that he went through to get the movie produced and made. And it was far, far from being a sure thing. Even when it came out, he was pretty sure it was going to flop, and it like blew away all expectations, of course. So it's a pretty cool read. It's called Lucas Wars. I'm trying to figure out. It's from 23rd Street Press. It has a $29.99 cover price for the U.S. and $41.99 for Canada, but I got this for I think it was $8.99 or $9.99 off of Book Outlet. So very cool. And Laurent Hopman is the author, and Renaud Roche is the artist. So yeah, There you go. Gets 2 thumbs up. Very cool. Especially if you're a Star Wars fan, I think you would really enjoy the behind the scenes of how it all came to be. So, yeah, just a little bit of the Marie Palmer book nook for the week. So, hats off to Marie Palmer. The other cool thing is Saturday was a mini Relay for Life at one of the local elementary schools. So the Relay for Life community event that I'm part of is where people, teams camp out around the track and have to keep somebody on the track during the whole time, switching on and off. And they do fundraisers on site, and there's music and entertainment, and it opens with the survivors doing their first lap around the track, and then there's a luminary ceremony later in the evening to remember everybody who's been impacted by cancer, and it's very, very cool. So the kids do their own little mini version of this at the middle school, elementary level, and they've been doing it for like 23 years, and it's really, really nice. And so I've put some pictures up on my Facebook page for it, and I went around because I had to go and say a few words at the opening ceremonies and all this, and just recognize the hard work that they put into it. But then I go around after the relay starts and kind of visit all the little booths that the kids do and the different little fundraisers that they have going on, and just try to support them and thank them for what they're doing and give them some encouragement and all that, because it's really nice and they get into it so much. It's really, really inspiring. So I'm going to show you some of the different things. I came home with more stickers than I know what to do with. So, because that seemed to be like their popular thing. Hey, Faith, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So I got a bunch of these little stickers. These are purple ribbons from one of the booths. The girls drew these, and then they made them into stickers. So I got 3 of those. I have a couple of purple hearts. And then they also had a booth where they had like just regular like cricket stickers. So I got blueberries and a little rainbow, and one of them had some cancer awareness stuff. So I got the support squad sticker and strike out breast cancer. They're pretty cool. And it's a neat way to kind of support them and stretch it out a little bit. I'll put them on like envelopes and stuff for when I'm sending stuff to some of the teams and volunteers. One of the booths had erasers for sale. Obviously they didn't make them, but it was kind of cool. So I have like little erasers with faces on them. Those are pretty neat. One booth, the girls made bookmarks. So I got this for one of the survivors that I'm friends with here locally who has a cat. I'm sure she's going to love it. See the good in yourself and others. It was pretty neat. And see the little dangly thing they have at the end of it. And then the other one is a quote from Nelson Mandela. It says, "I never lose, either I win or learn." And there's another one of the little dangly things. So those are pretty cool, I think. I like bookmarks too. So I have a million of them, but that's what they made. So that's pretty cool. Another booth they had, one of the girls was making like, hey, Kurt Affair, good to see you. They had bracelets that they made, and they were actually really nice. This is the only one that was multicolor, but I bought it because my niece likes these type of things. So this is one of the bracelets. It's just a stretchy bracelet, but these are like kind of marble quality, like little marbles or beads that are in it. But it was pretty neat. They did a really good job on that. And they had, of course, other types that were solid colors, but she likes the different colors. So got that one for her. And then one of the booths, the guys, I'm going to call them guys, they're kids, but they're, I think their grandmother or their mother also does crafts and was helping them out. And so they had these really cool rustic block apples. What do you think of this idea? It's like, it's an apple, but it's a block of wood with like the metal, I don't know, leaves on the top of it. This is a nail, like a rusty nail kind of thing. But it's just a block of wood they painted kind of distressed red. It's pretty neat. It was $5. I thought that was a pretty neat craft idea. Obviously, they sand it and everything so you don't get splinters off of it. Yeah, it's a cool teacher gift or whatever. I mean, my sister has like a fireplace with a mantle. I thought for like, you know, fall time, like September, October, it's a neat little thing to have out, kind of. It was just a neat idea. So that was pretty cool. They had another, they also did stained glass, like sun catchers. And so they had those. So of course I had to get one of those too. And so this one is just the pink ribbon for breast cancer. So it's a sun catcher, so it's glass. But I'll give that to one of the survivors that I'm friends with who's a breast cancer survivor. She'll like that, I'm sure. That was pretty neat. Bobbing for apples. That's right, Kurt. And there was one other thing too. It was kind of a block craft. Actually, I'll grab it and show it to you because it's a pretty neat idea. Oh, this actually reminds me because there's something else funny. So one of the kids has a booth and he has a whole bunch of paintings, and all the paintings have like an infinity symbol in it. I don't know what the rationale is for it, but he must have had probably like 15 pictures with the infinity symbol, like different colors and all sorts of stuff. And he was like, "Do you want to buy some artwork?" I'm like, "Oh my god." I like, what am I gonna, honestly, what am I gonna do? So of course I'm like, yeah, sure, just, what are your favorites? So this is the painting that I bought. I think it goes this way. It might go another way. Maybe it's this way. I don't know. But it's on actual, like artboard, and it's an original drawing. He did it. This is actually one of the nicer ones. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this, but I thought, hey, here's a way to support some young artist who's really trying hard to raise funds and everything. So it was I said, do you think $5 is appropriate? He goes, "Oh, that's very good. That's very good." So it's kind of cute. So that was my $5 art purchase. I think I'll try to figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'll get a little frame for it or something. And I think it was either his mom. I think his mom and dad were at the table too. I said, well, this one's going to go in the gallery. So maybe I'll do something, and hopefully he'll become a famous artist at some point. And then I can say, I bought that for $5. I discovered him. And then the other cool thing, it's a little bit of a project, so you got to give me a minute here. How does this go? I'll show you in a second here. So the other thing that I got was it's made of blocks, and it's actually really pretty cool. I think you could change this up and do it for like a different flag, but it's the same people that did that block thing. So this is what it looks like. Obviously, it's very rustic-y, and it's the U.S. flag, but these are all blocks. So you'll see how it comes out, and these are just stacked blocks. This is a stacked block. They're all, you can take them apart, but I just think it's kind of a neat idea. Whoever, how they came up with it and everything. They just, stained every block, and did a little distressed, so it's not completely painted. But I think you could probably take this an idea and change it up and do it for, like, say, the Canadian flag. Even like you could just do red and like put the maple leaf in the middle or something, and just, I don't know. There's a way to do it. I would think that you could do it with other designs. You'd have to change the shape of the blocks and stuff and whatever, but it's pretty neat. And I don't know. I thought it was really cool, and the kids were super nice about it, and also, yeah. So, Brad, I think you've got your new your new project on the side here. Oops, it's all coming apart on me. So anyway, obviously you just want to have it sit on the shelf and not have me carry it around all over the place. But it is pretty neat. I liked it. So again, my sister's got one of those like fireplace things where she could stack this on a mantle or something. So it's kind of what I thought we would do with it, but maybe I'll keep it here and put it on my TV table up front or something. I don't know. But that was only like $10. I thought that was really pretty cheap for something like that. So, and then I got if you missed earlier, I got the apple block from them too. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, just different neat stuff. But the kids are super creative. They came up with all these pretty neat ideas. So yeah, I think I probably spent about $60 on all this stuff. Maybe about $60. But oh well, I'm happy to do it. The kids were all super happy to sell their stuff and show me what they were doing. So it was pretty neat. So see, Brad's got some inspiration there. There you go. I bet you could do something fun with that too, Brad. So it'll be neat. And yeah, so that's a bit of my shopping from the relay. But it was cool. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Aside from that, that's been pretty much most of the last week, I'll say. It's been nice. I got a lot of cleaning done over the weekend and just got some stuff organized. And so it's been pretty productive, aside from dental work and other stuff. I'm trying to think. This coming Saturday is Free Comic Book Day all over the place. So if you've never heard of it before, basically it started up like, I want to say like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. All independent comic stores, no matter where they are, Canada, US, England, the first Saturday in May, a lot of publishers will do a certain book with that's free essentially, that showcases like an upcoming story or it's just a reprint of another story or whatever, but they're free. So if you go into the store, you can get some free comics and see what's going on. They have them for all different ages and varieties of genres and all sorts of stuff. So if you are lucky enough to be near a comic book store this coming Saturday, or you maybe want to take the kids or something to go get some free comics, feel free to visit and show them what's going on. So most of the stores are running huge sales at the same time too, of course, but it's pretty neat. So and if you're wondering what stores are near you, I think you can go to freecomicbookday.com and you can put your zip code in and it'll tell you what stores are near you that are taking part, I believe. So but yeah, almost every independent comic store out there is participating. So it's pretty neat. Hey, Chris Mills, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And why is it the Love Boat? Oh, goodness. I don't, honestly, I kind of sort of know the Love Boat theme, but it would not probably be my all-time favorite. Actually, you know what? If anybody that knows me knows my ringtone on my phone is my favorite TV show theme of all time. So that is a clue for you. So, because it's been pretty much my ringtone since I started having a cell phone. Because it's one of my favorite calls, my favorite show tunes, so to speak. Jays are getting beat up a bit. That's not good. So it's 60 minutes. Yeah, so I don't know how bad the Jays are getting beat, but it doesn't sound promising. So I know, like I said, Vasily is there at the game, and Liam's at the game, and Yoshi's at the game. Oh, it's 3-0. But again, it's only middle fifth, so there's time. So actually, my show theme, I'll give you another clue. The show theme that I have doesn't have any real lyrics. It's just instrumental. But when you hear it, you'll instantly know what show it is. So So yeah, so that's that. Kurt, what is your favorite show theme? And why is it the Cosby Show? I know, Kurt, that would be great if you could hit another one. Oh, look at that. That's a little bit of trivia there, Dirt. Very cool. Kyle Walker's in the house. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. We're talking about favorite TV theme show songs. And no one has guessed my favorite one yet, even though I've dropped a couple of clues. And we're trying, and Kurt has not revealed his favorite yet. So yeah, there's that. Trying to think what else I can tell you about what's been going on. So yeah, as I was saying, I opened up the front porch. So I have a new one of those little I guess this is the new hot thing, these hot air balloon solar lantern things. So I actually got one from Kohl's, which is one of the department stores, and it's like a red, white, and blue hot air balloon that's solar. So it's hanging up there. We'll see if it catches enough sun to actually light up. I haven't had the best luck with these things. If I buy them from a legit place, they don't work. If I buy it from like a street vendor, they work like crazy. It's like the craziest thing. So, I don't know. So, oh well, but I don't know what's going on here now. So I just got a nice little cool. Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, I had commented on Vasily's edge walk because he had done the edge walk up on the top of the CN Tower. So I had made a comment about that because he's pretty brave to have done that. I think. I don't know if I would do that. In fact, I can tell you I probably wouldn't. So yeah, Bob's favorite theme is clearly Bewitched. No. Though I do like the Bewitched one, but it's not my favorite. So, Kurt, I don't know. You could probably guess the entire show, and you probably wouldn't get it. Though it's a super popular show. I don't know if it was popular in Canada though. That's the other thing. I don't know if you guys would have seen it necessarily. I feel like you would have, but maybe not. So, I don't know. I'm not going to reveal it till the end. You have to stick around till then. But anyway, yeah, it's my ringtone on my phone too. So, who was in the show? If I tell you for sure, you're going to know what show it is. I'm not going to reveal that either. So, but it was set in California. How about that? Like many shows are, I guess. But, and it was a comedy, and it was from the 70s. That's about as much as I think I can give away at this point. So, but I feel like it had at least one spinoff, but it didn't do very well. So, not Happy Days and not Three's Company. Nope. But I do like those. Chris got it. Sanford and Son. Yes. Good job, Chris. Yep. One of my all-time favorite shows. It always makes me laugh. I love that show. I have it all on DVD, and I watch it, some of the clips on YouTube. It never ceases to make me laugh. That was like one of the best, funniest shows. It still stands up as one of the funniest shows. So, I don't know if it was done by Quincy Jones. He did a lot of different shows, but I don't know if he did that one. It could be. It's based off of a sitcom from England, actually, or at least it was. Steptoe and Son, something like that. So, but I really don't know. I've never seen it or anything, so I can't really judge on the UK version. Yep, Hawaii 5-0. I think that was actually a charting. Their theme song actually charted on the pop charts. I think it was. I think it actually was a top 40 song. Several TV shows actually back in the 80s and whatnot had their theme songs actually charted on the top 40. So, no, Dukes of Hazzard actually had someone singing with it too. So it wouldn't have been that one. But we did watch plenty of Dukes of Hazzard. When we were growing up, we watched a lot of those shows at night. So frankly, I love the Batman TV show theme from the 60s too. But yeah, it's we watched it when it was on rerun, obviously. So, yeah, Dukes of Hazzard and Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley and we never really watched it a lot, but All in the Family, like once in a while we would watch. Oh, the Jeffersons too. I mean, love the Jeffersons too. Brady Bunch, of course, we watched a lot because it was on reruns too. Cartoon Spider-Man, yep, from the 70s. Yep, watched a lot of that too. Kurt, I had to tell you, my parents loved Dallas. That was like they watched that religiously every single week. And they would not miss an episode of Dallas. They love that show. So Vasily, what's going on now? Did they give up some more runs? I'm guessing probably yes. No, it's still 3-0. All right. Well, it's only the end of the fifth. You're just saying that they probably couldn't score any runs. Maybe that's it. So, but oh well. So yeah, Dallas was a huge deal. My mom still to this day watches Days of Our Lives. Still to this day. Dylan Cease is pitching for us, Kurt Affair. So yeah, she used to videotape it back in the day, TiVo it, all that type of stuff. Yeah, she has been watching Days of Our Lives since like, oh my God, since at least the early 70s. So, crazy. And she got my sister into it too. Though my sister doesn't follow it as religiously as she does, but she still follows it. So yeah, the power of the soap opera. But yep. Oh, Knight Rider we watched a lot too. I'm trying to think. Elf. We watched all the 80s sitcoms. I mean, growing up, those are all. We used to watch Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom like constantly, like when that was on each week. And then there was the Disney Sunday night movie or something like that. There was a different Disney movie every Sunday night. We always watched that. Like our parents were like, "Oh, it's time for the Disney movie." And Mom would make popcorn and we'd sit there and watch whatever the Disney movie was. So, yes. Days of Our Lives had stuff in him. He's still around, believe it or not. Gilligan Island, yep. Yep. In fact, I was just reading an article about Gilligan's Island, how they never really had like a final episode. Like it was just like canceled. The staff, the show people all thought they were coming back for a fourth season. And so apparently Gunsmoke had been canceled and Gilligan's Island was going to take that time slot. And the person who was the owner of whatever TV was involved, CBS or something, his wife loved Gunsmoke. And so when she heard it was canceled, she basically told her husband, "It can't be canceled because I love that show." And so they brought Gunsmoke back and canceled Gilligan's Island. So I don't know if that was such a good idea, but that was the story behind it, apparently. Yeah, so with Marlon Perkins, that's right, with the Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Marlon Perkins was like 120 years old back when he was like 40. It's just, he always looks like the oldest man on earth. Return to Witch Mountain. Yep, we used to watch that. And Blubber and all sorts of different movies. I mean, it was crazy. Disney was pumping out movies left and right. So, yeah, no, I don't think the Gunsmoke cast even knew what basketball was, to be honest. So, but it was good. Oh, the A-Team. We always watch the A-Team too. My brothers and I love the A-Team as well. So, it was another good one. So yeah, we watched all of those shows during the 80s. It was like TV back then was like an appointment. You'd have to like, if it was a Tuesday night, you knew it was on and you knew you had to be there at 8:00 to watch it. So it was always, I mean, I know we get into these conversations sometimes, but it was fun. It was good times. And TV was good at that point, I think. Not that there aren't some good shows and stuff, but it just seemed like it was more, everybody was more culturally tuned into the same shows. How about that? So, Oh, well. Kurt, did you ever go clubbing in New York City back in the day? No. I went to a comic show in New York City once. That's about all I can tell you. But I never went to any real clubs in New York City. I've only been in New York City, I think, twice. So I'm really not the one. But I mean, no offense to New York City, but it's not for me. I don't know. It's just never really been like that exciting to me. I mean, everybody knows I'm a Toronto person. So if my big city of choice is Toronto, but I just find it to be a nicer city. New York City, I don't know. Like I said, I've only been twice, but I have no real burning desire to have to go back anytime soon. But I've been to other big cities. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Dallas, whatnot. But I don't know. My favorite big city is Toronto. So there you have it. So yeah. So that's a little bit of TV history and whatnot. Oh my goodness. I should hit the clubs in Toronto. Kurt, if you're around, maybe we will. How about that? You'll have to reveal yourself, but maybe we will. As long as they serve beaver tails, I'm good. And probably not the beaver tails you're thinking of. But oh well. It's been a long time since I had one of those nice fried cinnamon sugared beaver tails. My once a year throw. But we have fried dough here in Utica. It's very good. All the Italian churches do fried dough as a fundraiser, and it's so good. So I'm sort of familiar with beaver tails before I even got to Toronto because of that. But yep. And what else is going on? I don't know. It's been a little quiet. Yeah, I mean, it's just fried dough with cinnamon and sugar, essentially. So there you have it. Yeah. Oh, I know. I was doing some cooking over the weekend. I made chicken riggies yesterday, which turned out actually they're not chicken riggies. They didn't have the riggy sauce at the store. I don't know. I got to figure out what happened with that because I've been buying it there for a long time and suddenly it's not there. So I ended up with vodka riggy sauce. And I made vodka riggies, which were very, very good. Don't get me wrong. But I just am surprised that they don't have the chicken riggy sauce anymore. So the company that makes it is local. So I wrote them and I'm like, how come they're not stocking your riggy sauce anymore? Are you not making it anymore or what's going on? And I didn't get a response yet. So I may have to take a ride over and check in person and see what's going on there. But the vodka riggies turned out very good. So I have one more serving for tomorrow night, I think, or maybe Wednesday. If I had all the vodka and no riggies, then I don't know if I'd be on right now, Kurt. Oh God, sorry about that. What else? Seems like I made some. Oh, so I did brownies over the weekend too because I had a mix that's been waiting for a while, so I made those up. It's you can tell it's been a while because they're brownies with peppermint topping, so it's obviously from Christmas time. But they were very good, so no complaints there. I did get a package of strawberries and chopped those all up. Got those ready to go and had those for dessert tonight with some whipped cream, which was very good. My slight attempt to eat a little healthier. Jamie, 1985. Hey, how are you? It is so good to see you, Jamie. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Always, always great. So, yeah, vodka riggies though, but there's vodka's in the recipe though. But yeah, always great seeing you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, so there was that. I'm trying to think of what else. Seems like I was making something else too, but be darned if I can remember. I made lasagna last week, and that was quite good. I just finished the last of that yesterday, or the day before. Saturday, I had the last piece of that. I had to unfreeze it from the freezer, but love that. So, and yes, I hope you had a great birthday, Jamie. We gave you a shout out last week. Hope you were well celebrated. So, looking forward to seeing you again, hopefully at the end of August. And I'm trying to think what else. I had something else that I'm like, I can talk about this on Monday. And I'm like, now, of course, I can't remember what it was. So, I don't know, hopefully it'll come back to me. Yeah. Here we are. So, yeah, I'm at 200 or 110 subscribers for those who keep track of such things. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed and hits the like button and does all that stuff. It's pretty amazing. There was a time where I wasn't sure we were getting to 100, and now we're at 110. So that's pretty amazing. So thank you and kudos to everybody for your support that way. I don't know. I hope you're entertained. I hope I can find enough topics to keep it interesting each week. Half the time it's just me chatting with you in the chat. So if you're so inclined and you've been lurking, feel free to come and say hello. And if not, it's all good too. I ain't kicking you out. So lurking is totally acceptable. There's been a lot of cool stuff. I've been trying to catch some different streams always. And lots of people have been doing some good stuff. I saw a live stream of Brad and Marie the other day, going to get some ice cream and some other Marie with her corn dog, and of course they had Bobby with them, which is always boosts the views, I'm sure. And Vasily, of course, has been streaming left and right. He just got to 1 million views. He was celebrating yesterday, which was awesome. Liam has been streaming. Of course, Yoshi's been streaming. Kyle's been streaming. Actually, Kyle had a nice walk last night. So if you haven't checked that out, feel free. I know we've been kind of anxiously awaiting the return of Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit, who was rumored to be coming back by the end of April. And there's only a few days left. So it's got to be any day, right? But I hope he's doing well and hope he'll be back in action with us soon. Look forward to seeing him and streaming away. I kind of felt bad because I saw the posting from Tara, who goes by T-Shods on YouTube, and some crazy guy with a stick threw a stick across the street at her and was like following her and doing all sorts of crazy things. So as far as I know, she's okay and everything, but it was still kind of upsetting to have somebody throw things at you and then follow you and everything. So I'm glad she's okay and hope that isn't going to be, hope it won't hold her back. I don't think it will, but it's kind of upsetting when people do crazy stuff like that. It takes you off guard. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, you can go check it out on her channel. She's been posting a couple of shorts of it. So, but yeah, I wish her well and hope all is going well with her. And too bad that somebody has to do crazy stuff like that. Because it was right near where we had the Triple T lunch last year, down near Trinity Bellwoods Park, I want to say. So I don't know. Crazy people everywhere. You just never know. So, what else is going on? It is almost time for me to get the new contestants for this year and put them out on the front porch. I usually get my flowers for the container gardens out on the front porch. So when I, not this week, but probably in a couple weeks, I'll go to one of the greenhouses and get some new stuff, and we'll get those folks planted into the containers and show them off to you guys. Hey, there's Kevin, Toronto's doo-wop music guy, the better half of Kevin and Janet. Well, I don't know if I can say better half. I guess Janet's the better half, probably. But they're both, I think they're both good halves. How about that? And there's Sean. Hey, Bighorn. Good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by tonight. hope you had a great trip to Montana and good visit with your grandmother, and everything went well back at home. So you're back in the swing of things. So, Kurt, the only this will be interesting. The only spice that I have out front in the container gardens is basil, and the only reason I grow that is because number one, it smells good, and I've been told it keeps skunks away. So it keeps the skunks from eating some of the flowers, I feel like. But I don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but there you have it. I still like the smell of it anyway. So fresh basil is pretty good. And then if I'm doing like some of my like lasagna or some of that stuff, I guess I could be better at using some of the fresh herbs. Fresh mint, yeah. You know what? My sister and my sister-in-law and all of them are really big on that because they do mojitos up at camp, and so they have to have the fresh mint to use with the muller and all this type of deal. So they've suddenly over the last like 5 to 10 years become really big fans of fresh mint and planting it and cultivating it. And muddling it. So there you have it. And yeah, very cool. Great and mint tea. Oh, that's true. Yeah. They haven't really used it for like iced tea or anything. They do it mostly for the mojitos, but that might be another option. We haven't really thought much about that, but have to consider that too. And it's just nice to see the weather getting better and the daylight being longer, and just the weather improving in general. Of course, it's supposed to go back to somewhat freezing this week because why not? We can't continue to make up our mind as to what we want to do. We had really warm weather last weekend, and then it was freezing most of the week. And then we had really nice weather yesterday and today, and now it's going to go back and be super cold again for a few days. I just saw on one of the weather sites on Facebook that at least in the Northeast, it's supposed to be like below average temperatures through like the third week of May. It's like, it's just the way it goes. Sometimes I feel like it's just how it is in the Northeast. You just have to kind of accept that it's going to be that spring and summer take a little longer to get started. And it's hard to have patience sometimes, but it does eventually get here, I guess. And Kevin likes basil with fresh tomato. Yes, that's very good. My sister does that, and she drizzles the balsamic vinegar, whatever the balsamic is. She drizzles that on it too. So quite good, especially in summertime. So. So our camp is open for the summer officially. My brother opened it up the weekend before last. So it's ready to roll. Thankfully, we didn't have any like winter damage in terms of like frozen pipes or other crazy stuff going on. And I don't think I will be up there until I don't think I'll be up there until end of June, beginning of July, like when I start my summer vacation. Mostly because like the end of May, around our Memorial Day time, I think because it's the weekend or so before my relay event, it's usually when I'm like really pressing to get everything done and all this type of deal. And there's a comic show in Albany that I was considering going to around that time too. So I don't know if I'll be up there anytime real soon. But you never know. But I will be up there a lot, I think, in July. So like end of June and beginning of July, I'm there for a couple of weeks, and then I'm home for a week or so, and then I'm up for another week the last part of July, or at least that's the plan. So yeah, I'm looking forward to summer up that way and hoping it'll go very well. So we will see how it all develops. But And yeah, as Sean was saying, the higher elevations, Montana got snow. Yep. Same here up in the Adirondacks. They've been flirting with snow flurries and all sorts of stuff over the last few weeks. So I think they're under a watch for some potential snow flurries again this week. I think even by Brad and Marie up in North Bay, I think they're talking about, at least on the weather map I saw, like maybe getting some potential snow flurries up that way this week. Sorry, Marie, I didn't want to. I shouldn't have said that while you're in the room. But yeah, it's April, and this is how it goes. We've turned the corner, but not entirely. So at least it's not really super sticking snow. I mean, we're not talking about like a, significant amount of snow. It's not going to like bury anybody, but it's still annoying, especially when you want to get out there and just enjoy the weather and stuff, and it's like it's cold and it's snowing. So, but we right here, like in central New York, we've had snow on Mother's Day, like middle of May. So it's really not completely unusual for us to have late snow flurries and a little bit of snow. We always pray that we don't, but it's not so unheard of. They've warned us not to plant stuff outside for another couple of weeks still. So, because we don't get the all clear to plant outside until usually the week after Mother's Day. So that's like the end of the second week of May, something like that. So yeah, we get some little sparks of hope when the weather gets really nice and warm like it has the last couple of weekends, and everybody gets anxious to want to plant and do some stuff, but you just can't. It'll backfire on you. So you have to have patience, which sucks, but it's the way it goes. At least up in the northeast kind of. So, but we also appreciate summer a lot more too. It makes you very appreciative of summer. So we'll take that. I'm taking the fact that I can have my porch open as a nice. I'll take that step for now, and then a couple of weeks I'll put the plants out on the porch, and we'll get there. It'll all come about. I did put up a new bracket for my Blue Jays flag out front, so hopefully it brings them a little bit of luck. But I have a new Blue Jays flag for the new year, and that's out front in a new bracket because the other bracket was not holding up very well. So that's all I can say. But yeah. Oh well. I look forward to the nice evenings out on the porch sometimes. But yeah, and I want to just share a little sending out some good energy to some people, because there's a bunch of different people from time to time that just go through stuff. And I know at least 4 or 5 people right now that are just kind of going through some stuff. And so I just want to take a moment to just kind of send them some good energy, because I think we could all use that. I mean, the world is such a crazy place right now. And I was thinking of this earlier. It's just like you can doom scroll through Facebook all the time and see all the nutty stuff that's going on. And it really just grates on you after a while. So it's just nice to be able to just let people know you're thinking of them and rooting for them, and you're there for them. So just sending out some good energy to everybody, whether whether you're going through some stuff or not. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time each week to just be here, or watching a replay or whatever, leaving a comment or something, or just frankly just being a friend. So it's all good. Nothing wrong, nothing bad, nothing like that. I don't want anyone to think like something's crazy is going on with me. I'm always crazy, but just want to send some good energy out to everybody. So I appreciate all of you guys, and no matter what anybody's going through, I'm rooting for everybody. So there you have it. Yeah, I'm especially sending some good energy to the Blue Jays so they can get their act together. Because now they're down 4-0 to the Red Sox. Oh Lord. So crazy. They got to get it going. I was happy they won 2 against the Guardians, but got to do something. The Red Sox just fired like their entire staff 2 days ago. They're supposed to be in a tailspin. They're in last place. Come on, you got to take advantage of this. It's an AL East rival. You got to take advantage of this. So come on, don't take your foot off the pedal. I don't know. Maybe they just are waiting to come back again. They're going to lead the league in comeback wins again, like they did last year. I did see an interesting statistic though. Somebody had posted earlier today that the Jays record today at the same point last year, they had one extra win at this point last year. One. So when I say they're a slow starting team, they're a slow starting team. It's just that's how they were last year too. So and the other interesting thing is, remember they started the season sweeping the Athletics. The Athletics are in first place in the American League West. First place. They're ahead of the Astros and Seattle and, you know, some considerably good teams, or at least we think they are. And yeah, the Athletics are ahead of all of them. So, I mean, the Jays swept them, and that has to say something too. So anyway, don't lose faith in the Jays. They drive you crazy, but they'll get going. Like I said, they were at the same point as they were at this point last year. So it'll all even out. That's why they play 162 games. So hopefully Trey Savage is coming back, I think, tomorrow. So hopefully he has a good start for his season. So yeah, things will come along. Have faith in the Jays. And in the meantime, hope everybody else has a great week ahead. I will do my best to have a good week. I will see if I can share with you some of the cool stuff I get from Free Comic Book Day over the weekend. I know Kurt will be interested in that. And hopefully the weather will continue to improve. But that's my update. So I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hello and sharing some time. I hope all is going well in your worlds, and that you hopefully look forward to these crazy chats each Monday. Honestly, there's times like I sit and I go, I hope everybody enjoys this, because I really don't know. But yeah, it is fun. It's a good chance to catch up with everybody, and I think of everyone who stops by as a friend. So I appreciate all of you taking some time to hang out. Sean, it is great seeing you. Jamie 1985, Chris, Kelly, Brad Marie, Kevin, everybody. So if I skipped you in the saying, just know that I appreciate you regardless. So so as Henry would say, treat yourself. You deserve it. And have a great week. And I will hope to see you again at the same time again next week. Okay. Thank you much. Let's go Jays, and have a great night. Talk to you guys soon.